Good afternoon, Prairie View Christian Church. Today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. It's time for your midweek update. Not a whole lot new going on this week to share with you, just a few of your usual reminders. Number one, being that it's Wednesday, you should be getting an email later today with today's devotion and with this video as well, if you haven't already watched it. So keep an eye out for that. Today's devotion, some of it starts with the beautiful weather we've been experiencing. So hopefully you've experienced some of that as well. I was able to work with my office window open for the past few minutes, and I could hear birds chirping and all kinds of wonderful sounds of nature that make me think that maybe our cold, terrible, horrible, freezing winter is coming to an end. So there are good things to be thankful for, and this weather has been one of them. So today, again, keep an eye out for that email here in just a few minutes from Nancy. That will include today's devotion, that will include this video, and it will also include a link to RSVP for this coming Sunday, February 28th. We would love to have people here in the room. This past week, we had a pretty crowded sanctuary. We had over 70 people in here, hopefully all more than 6 feet apart, as they ought to be. But we love to have people here. It was really encouraging to see that many people here in person on Sunday morning. So if you plan to be here, please make sure you fill out that RSVP online. It's through the website. It will be included in today's email. We also put it on social media. The more the merrier. We will find ways to fit people who want to be here in person, even if we have to use other parts of the building. There is an intrinsic value to worshiping in person versus worshiping on a screen. That's been a wonderful Band-Aid for so much of our church over this past year or so, but we anxiously await seeing more people here in the room sooner rather than later. So, RSVP, if you're going to be here in person, we'll find a way to fit you, no matter how many people that we have. We would love to see you here. Now, on top of that, on Sunday morning, it's going to be our final week of collecting food for the Hamilton County Harvest Food Drive. And looking outside in the lobby right now, I can see that we have our barrels full and we have food on the floor as well. But like RSVPing and fitting people in the room, we will find ways to fit more food in and around those barrels. So if you have anything laying around, if you haven't contributed yet, feel free to drop food off this coming Sunday. And even if you're not going to be here on Sunday, talk to me, talk to Zach, talk to Nancy. We're in the office pretty regularly. If you'd like to bring food sometime between now and Sunday, if you're not going to be here, we can certainly coordinate that with you. We may even be able to make Monday or Tuesday work of next week. So if you forget that you were supposed to bring food on Sunday or at some other point during this week, you might have a little bit of time after Sunday to bring food in as well before they come and pick it up. So remember, last week of Hamilton County Harvest Food Drive, this Sunday, February 28th. And speaking of this Sunday, we are going to continue our Royal Failure sermon series, and we're starting to get into names that you probably don't know all that well. Unless you've really made it all the way through 1st and 2nd Kings and 1st and 2nd Chronicles, we're getting into stories and names that aren't quite as recognizable, aren't quite as familiar to many students of Scripture. It's the parts of the Bible that we sometimes skip over or maybe read once just to say that we did it and then don't really come back to. But this week, our royal failures are Rehoboam and Jeroboam. They are very closely related. They are intertwined. So you're getting a great deal on Sunday. You're actually getting 2 royal failures for the price of 1. And if you get confused by the names, Rehoboam, Jeroboam, today in my notes I've been referring to them as Reho and Jero, you can call them different names as well. If it helps you to call one of them Ray and one of them Joe, that's fine. Ray and Joe, both royal failures. But come this Sunday to figure out what exactly it was that made them the royal failures that they are, what it is that we learn from them, practically speaking, and also what it is we can learn from their story, theologically speaking, what we learn about who God is and what we learn about God's character. There are more lessons here than you might realize, and there are good lessons in the story that you may or may not have ever read before. So, again, RSVP on Sunday morning to hear about Rehoboam and Jeroboam, Ray and Joe, our 2 royal failures. So, that pretty much covers it for today. That pretty much covers it for Sunday. But one final announcement, one final reminder is that we do have a men's breakfast this coming Friday. We are pressing ahead in the Gospel of John, so we would love to have the men of the church here at 7 a.m. in the lobby, masked and socially distanced. Feel free to bring your coffee, your breakfast. We will be in the Gospel of John. Contact Joe Fenimore, not Jeroboam, Joe Fenimore. Joe Fenimore is not a royal failure. Contact him if you would like to learn more about the men's breakfast this coming Friday at 7 a.m. So I think that covers it. Again, look out for your email, RSVP for Sunday morning, bring food for the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank, and then our men's breakfast on Friday. So with that, have a great rest of your week. Hope you enjoyed the short, abbreviated midweek update, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So take care.